Morning students. Today we are going to see exercise 3.3 continuation. Actually in the last class I have given exercise 3.4 but it was wrong. We changed it to exercise 3.3 continuation. So we have completed exercise 3.3 first problem. We are going to see the second problem is 5 by 7 and given 5 by 7 and 2 root 6 by 7 is a point on a terminal side of an angle theta in standard position. Determine the 6 trigonometry functions values of angle theta. See here, actually the terminal point is given. So using this point I am going to find out all the 6 trigonometry ratio with respect to theta value. Okay, first I am going to use this point to find out all the 6 ratios. How can we find out? First I am going to plot this point in x axis, y axis. We know this both are positive points, so positive values. So maybe the point will be here. This terminal side means it is end point. It is 5 by 7 comma 2 root 6 by 7. So here I am going to join this point from the origin. This is origin, so it will make angle theta. So if you join this line, we are getting a right angle triangle. Okay. Now this distance, we know that is x value, isn't it? This is x, this is y. So x value is 5 by 7. So this is y value. This side is y value is, we know that 2 root 6 by 7. So why we are doing all these things? I want to find out all the 6 ratios value. Sin theta value, cos theta value, tan theta value and secant theta value, cosecant theta value and cot theta value. So all those things we have to find out. Okay, now, so how to find out sin theta? We know that sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse. So here if you have a right angle triangle, easily we can find out opposite values and hypotenuse values. Here we, using this given conditions, have found that opposite side and adjacent side. I don't know what is hypotenuse. So here I am going to find out hypotenuse value. Here let me take as A. So here how to find out hypotenuse value? By using Pythagoras theorem. So A square is well known theorem. Already we know how to find out the value of A using Pythagoras theorem. A square equal to 5 by 7 whole square plus 2 root 6 by 7 whole square. So now it is 25 by 49 plus here 2 square is 4. Root 6 square is, root will be cancelled, only 6 will be remaining, 49. So here common denominator 49, 25 plus 4 into 6, 24, 49 by 49, it will be cancelled 1. So the value of hypotenuse is 1. Now we have all the 3 sides value. Using these values we can easily find out all the 6 ratios. So sin theta can be written as opposite by hypotenuse. What is opposite? Theta opposite 2 root 6 by 7 divided by hypotenuse value 1. So it is 2 root 6 by 7. Cos theta adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent by hypotenuse. So what is adjacent? 5 by 7 by 1, it is 5 by 7. Next, tan theta. It is opposite by adjacent. What is opposite? 2 root 6 by 7 by 5 by 7. So 7 will be cancelled. 2 root 6 by 5. It is tan theta value. Then secant theta. Secant theta we can write directly because it is the reciprocal of cos theta. So what is the reciprocal of cos theta is 7 by 5. Same like cosecant theta is reciprocal of sin theta is 7 by 2 root 6. Next cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta. It is 5 by root 6. So these are the values which is required for question number 2. Next question number 3. Listen the question properly. Find the values of 5 trigonometry functions for the following. Here one trigonometry functions given. Using this I am going to find out remaining 5 trigonometry values. So here first one is cos theta equal to minus 1 by 2, which is theta lies in the third quadrant. Theta lies in the third quadrant. So here very easy, please understand, cos theta value is given, we have to find out all other 5 ratios. So here using cos, how can we find out? We have 2 methods. We have a formula. We can use the formula sin square theta plus cos square, basic formula. One, using this formula we can able to find out, or otherwise using Pythagoras theorem also we can able to find out, because using Pythagoras cos theta is opposite by hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is 2, cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So adjacent value is minus 1, hypotenuse value is 2. Using these 2 values, by using Pythagoras theorem we can able to find out this side, and then we can able to find out other ratios. This is one way. Another way, we have a formula. We know this basic formula, sin square plus cos square equal to 1. Using this formula I am going to find out. 2 ways we have. You can use this Pythagoras theorem side, or this using this formula. So okay, now sin square theta plus cos square theta minus 1 by 2 whole square equal to 1. Cos theta value is given minus 1 by 2. Here cos square is there, so minus 1 by 2 whole square. So sin square theta e plus 1 by 4 equal to 1. Sin square theta equal to 1 minus, if you bring this minus 1 by 4, it will be cross multiply 1 4 into 1, 4 minus 1, 3 by 4. So sin square value is this. So I need the sin value. Sin theta equal to plus or minus sin value. If you take the square root for this right hand side, it will be sin value. It is plus or minus root 3 by 4. But here plus or minus value is there, but whether we have to give whether plus or minus according to this given condition. We know that 4 quadrant, it's very important, no? Important. I explained all these 4 quadrant and properties and functions, everything I explained in the previous classes. So if you can't understand this, please go through the previous video and once again learn this 4 quadrant and which is positive, which is negative side, all those things, learn it, and then you come back for this problem and learn it. It will be easy for understanding. So first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. First quadrant we know that all are positive. Second quadrant, sine and its reciprocal positive. Third quadrant, tan and its reciprocal positive. Fourth quadrant, cos and its reciprocal positive. Okay. So given condition, theta lies in third quadrant. So here only tan and it is reciprocal positive, other values negative. So here sine in third quadrant is negative. So we have to take sine value minus root 3 by 4. So you have to give this answer. It is not plus or minus root 3 by 4, it is only minus root 3 by 4 is the answer, because since it is a third quadrant, it is, you can write here theta belongs to third quadrant, so that it is negative. Next, so now we have sin theta, so still we have to find out another 4 functions, ratio. Next, sin, cos already is there, sin we have found, tan theta. Tan theta we know that sin theta by cos theta. What is sin theta value? Root 3 by 4 by minus 1 by 2. Sorry, here I made a mistake. If you take square root for this 3 by 4, it is root 3. Root 4 value is 2. Change it here. Root 4 value is 2. Root 4 value 2. So minus root 3 by 2. Automatically it will be cancelled. Minus will be cancelled. Root 3. So this is the value for tan theta. Next, secant theta. These are all very easy because it is a reciprocal of cos theta. Already cos theta is given. So cos theta reciprocal, minus 1 by 2 is minus 2. Next, cosecant theta is reciprocal of sin theta, it is minus 2 by root 3. Next, cot theta is a reciprocal of tan theta, it is 1 by root 3. So question number 3 is over. Next, question number 4. So once again I tell you, just if you can't understand these problems, please go through the previous video and learn all the basic things and then come back for these problems to learn. Otherwise it won't be understood. So third problem, second subdivision. Cos theta is given 2 by 3, theta belongs to first quadrant. Same like previous subdivision. Same, I am going to use sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 identity. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is 4 by 3. I am directly squaring the values here and applying here. Cos square value is 4 by 9 equal to 1. So sin square theta equal to 1 minus 4 by 9, cross multiply, it is 9 minus 4, it is 5 by 9, it is sin square value, we need a sin value. If you bring this power to this side, it will automatically, we know that it is a root to other side, so root 5 plus or minus root by 5, 3. So here next, sin value, whether it is positive or negative, we have to check it in the quadrant. Theta belongs to first quadrant. In first quadrant, all the functions are positive. So only positive value for sin, no negative value. Don't take negative value. Don't give the answer as plus or minus root 5 by 3 because we are given theta supposed to be in first quadrant. In first quadrant, all the functions are positive. There is no negative value in the first quadrant. So we have to give only strictly positive value. Next, sin theta, cos theta, we know that. Next, tan theta equal to sin theta by cos theta. What is sin theta? Root 5 by 3 divided by cos theta 2 by 3. If I cancel, it is 5 by 2. Next, secant theta is a reciprocal of cos theta is 3 by 2. Cosecant theta, the reciprocal of sin theta, it is 3 by root 5. Cot theta is a reciprocal of tan theta 2 by root 5. So subdivision number 2 over. Next subdivision number 3. It's all same method, same procedure. This you can do your own, these problems. Anyway, the example problems you can do your own. Exercise I will do myself. Okay. Third subdivision, sin theta equal to minus 2 by 3, which is theta belongs to fourth quadrant. Okay, now using same formula, same identity, using this we can able to find out cos theta. So sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Sin value is given, but here square is given. We have square, so I am going to squaring this value directly and apply here. Minus 2 square always 4, 3 square is 9 plus cos square theta equal to 1. So cos square theta equal to 1 minus 4 by 9. So here 9 minus 4, 5 by 9. So cos theta, I need cos theta, square root of 5 is root 5, 9 is 3. So next we have to check the quadrant and write the exact value for cos theta. It is belongs to fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, cos alone positive, cos and as reciprocal positive. So cos theta, it's a positive value. So root 5 by 3 is a value, strictly positive. Don't write plus or minus root 5 by 3. It is strictly positive value because since it is in the theta lies in the fourth quadrant, cos positive and secant positive. So next ratio. So now we know sin value and cos value. Next tan value, tan theta equal to sin theta by cos theta. It is minus 2 by 3 by root 5 by 3. If I cancel this, minus 2 by root 5. Next secant theta is a reciprocal of cos 3 by root 5. Next cosecant is a reciprocal of sin. It is minus 3 by 2. Cot theta is reciprocal of tan, minus 5 by 2. So these are the values for subdivision 3. Next subdivision 4. Tan theta equal to minus 2, theta belongs to second quadrant. So here what identity we can use here? We have secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. We have a formula this. We are going to use this formula and find out the value of secant first. Okay, now secant square theta, tan square value is minus 2. Minus 2 square is 4, 1. Secant square theta equal to, if you bring this side, 1 plus 4. Secant square theta is 5. So secant theta plus or minus 5. Here this belongs to second quadrant, theta belongs to second quadrant. In second quadrant only sin and its reciprocal positive. Secant is reciprocal of cos, so it is not positive, it is negative. So secant theta equal to minus 5. since second quadrant theta belongs to second quadrant, use Roman letter for this, second quadrant. So using this secant, we know that cos theta value is reciprocal of secant, no, minus 1 by 5. How can we find out sin theta? We have cos theta, so we have several methods to find out the sin theta value. Here once again I am going to use the formula sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Here sin square theta equal to, plus minus 1 by 5 square is 1 by 25 equal to 1. Sin square equal to 1 minus 1 by 25. It is cross multiply this side. 25 minus 1, it is 24 by 25. So 24 by 25 equal sin theta equal to square root of 24 can be written as root 4 into 6. So 4 root 4 is 2, root 6. So plus or minus 2 root 6 divided by root 25 is 5. So this is the value for sin theta. Next we have to find out cosecant theta. It's a reciprocal of sin theta. So cosecant theta equal to reciprocal of here since it is a second quadrant, theta is second quadrant, sin positive, no, so we have to write sin theta equal to only positive value by 5. So this is the value of sin theta, not this value. So here we will get a lot of mistakes when you are doing in a hurry. So you just take time and do this, find these values, because it's very important. Since it is second quadrant, sin strictly positive, not negative value. So only we have to take a positive value, and then cosecant theta value is reciprocal of sin 5 by 2 root 6. Next, how many ratios we have found? Already given 1, 2, 3, this is 4, 5, 6, last value is cot theta value is reciprocal of tan theta minus 1 by 2. So subdivision 4 over. Next subdivision 5. Secant theta equal to 13 by 5. Theta belongs to fourth quadrant. So here again I am going to use the same identity, secant square minus tan square equal to 1. So secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. If you use this identity, we can able to find out the value of tan value. So secant value is 13 square. Directly I am going to 13 square is 169 by 25 minus tan square theta equal to 1. Bring this tan this side, bring this 1 this side. So if you take this tan that side, plus tan square theta equal to 169 by 25 minus 1. Bring this plus 1 to this side, minus 1. So cross multiply 169 minus 25 by 25, it is 144 by 25. If you take square root for 144 by 25, it is plus or minus 12 by 5. So here plus or minus value, but we have to check the perfect value in the fourth quadrant. Theta is in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, only cos and its reciprocal positive, tan is negative, so tan theta equal to minus 12 by 5. So remaining remaining four ratios we have to find out. So here I am going to find out the cos value directly, because secant value is given. Directly we can write cos value, since it is a reciprocal of cos theta is 5 by 13. How to find out sin theta? Again using the identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Sin square theta plus, so squaring this 25 by 169 equal to 1. Sin square theta equal to 1 minus 25 by 169. Cross multiply, it is 169 minus 25 by 169 equal to 144 by 169. So sin theta value plus or minus 12 by 13. Here we have to check the sign. It is in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant only cos positive, sin negative. So I am going to take sin theta equal to minus 12 by 13. Sin value, after that, after finding sin value, we can go for cosecant. So reciprocal, minus 13 by 12. Next, cot theta value, tan we have found that minus 12 by 5, it is minus 5 by 12. These are the values for subdivision 5. Next, question number 4. Here it's a proof problem. Prove that cot 180 plus theta, 180 degree plus theta sin 90 minus theta cos of minus theta whole divided by sin 270 plus theta tan minus theta cosecant 360 plus theta equal to cos square theta into cot theta. So here I am going to prove LHS equal to RHS. First I am going to take LHS side. Listen carefully. So here we have to recall the basics, what we learned in the previous classes. See here, I told you already, the fourth quadrant, all are positive. So tan under, sin under, it's a reciprocal positive, tan under, it's reciprocal positive, cos under, it's reciprocal positive. Four quadrant. This is third, this is fourth. Okay. Cot 180 plus, I told you 90 degree and 270 degree, we have to change the co-ratios. Sin into cos, cos into sin, like that. Tan into cot, cot into tan. Secant into cosecant, cosecant into secant. When you have the degrees of 90 and 270, we have changes. Okay, next 180 and 360, no changes in the ratio. 180, when you have a 180 degree, we have no changes in the ratio. See here, cot 180 plus theta, it is, first let me check the sign first. 180 plus theta, 180 plus theta, this is 360 and 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree. So 180 plus theta is which lies in the third quadrant. Third quadrant, cot positive or negative? Yes, positive, because tan and its reciprocal positive. So cot also positive. Cot 180 plus theta, cot theta. Next, sin 90. I told you. First, check the quadrant. It is 90 minus theta. It lies in the first quadrant. All are positive, so there is no changes in the sign here. Okay, next go to the bracket 90 minus theta. As soon as you see the value of 90 and 270, immediately you have to remember that we have to change the ratio, co-ratio. What is the co-ratio of sine? It is cos theta. Next, cos of minus theta. I told you it is even function. Cos of minus x always cos x. Sin of minus theta always minus sin theta. So you have to bring out the sign outside. Minus sin theta as like tan of minus theta also minus tan theta. I told you already it is 2 or even odd function. This is even function. Even functions, the negative theta will be positive. Odd functions we have negative theta. The whole functions makes a negative. So cos of minus theta, it is cos theta whole divided by sin 270 plus theta. Which quadrant? 270 plus it is a fourth quadrant. 270 plus fourth quadrant. Sin is negative because cos and its reciprocal positive. Sin negative, so minus first. Then go for the bracket 270 plus 270. As soon as you see the 270, immediately you have to remember that we have to change the ratio. So sin into cos theta. Next, tan of minus theta. I told you when you have a negative in the theta place, we have in the tan and sin, the whole function will be negative. So tan of minus theta will be minus tan theta. Next, 360 plus which is lies in the first quadrant. So it is first quadrant, so all are positive in the first quadrant, so there is no changes in the sign. Cosecant, the same cosecant will come, and then we have to check this 360 we have no changes in the ratio, so cosecant as it is, cosecant theta, that's all. After that we have a cancellation. Cos can be cos or otherwise, okay, it will be cancelled. So cot theta into cos theta in the numerator, minus into minus plus, tan can be written as sin theta by cos theta into cosecant can be written as 1 by sin theta. It will be cancelled. So if you carry this cos theta in the numerator, it will be multiplied with cos theta. It is cot theta into cos theta into cos theta, cos theta into cos theta, cos square theta. So cot theta into cos square theta is the answer, which is equal to right hand side, equal to RHS. Hence proved. Next, question number 5. Find all the angles between 0 degree to 0 degree and 360 degree, which is satisfy the equation given sin square theta equal to 3 by 4. So here they are asking to find out all the angles. They are asking to find out all the angles which satisfy this equation. Only the angles in between theta to 0 degree. It's not theta. So 0 degree to 360. In between 0 to 360, we have to find out all the angles which is satisfy this equation. So first, before that, I am going to find out sin theta. Well, here sin square theta is given. So first, I am going to find out sin theta plus or minus root 3 by 2. So we have two values for sin theta. One is sin theta equal to root 3 by 2. Another one is sin theta equal to minus root 3 by 2. Two values we have. So these angles, I am going to, let me check the angles in between 0 degree to 360 degree. When are the angles will satisfy this value? So sorry, what are the angles will satisfy this value? So we know that root 3 by sine theta, root 3 by 2 is a value, theta value is sine, you know that sine 60 degree value is root 3 by 2. I'm going to teach you in quadrant which is easy to understand. This is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, this is fourth quadrant. Okay. In this sine value, positives, always positive, we know that all positive in first and second quadrant, sine value positive in these two quadrant, first and second quadrant always sine positive. So 60 degree, theta value is 60 degree, satisfied root 3 by 2 value, am I correct? 60 degree, it's in between 0 to 360 degree. So theta value is 60. So when it is theta 60 degree, the value is root 3 by 2. So theta value is 60 degree. So it is satisfied this condition also. The 60 is in between 0 to 360. Okay, one is over. Next, in the first quadrant it is positive, isn't it? So here we know that 360 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree. Okay, now in second quadrant also positive, isn't it? Second quadrant also positive. Second quadrant, what are the values? 90 plus and 180 minus. 90 plus and 180 minus. If you take 90 plus, the ratio will be changed. I told you already in this problem. If you have 90 degree and 270 degree, you have to change the ratio. But in 180 degree, 360 degree, no changes in the ratio. Now, I am going to have this value 180 minus, because why I am taking 180 minus? If you take 180 minus, it will not affect the function. Okay. So, I am going to take sine in second quadrant, just for understanding. Sine 180 minus 60 degree, it's a second quadrant, no? So 180 minus 60 degree, it's a second quadrant, isn't it? So 180 minus 60 degree also we can consider. Why I am not taking 90 plus 60? 90, if you take 90 plus 60, we have to change the function. So we should not take 90 and 270. So I am taking 180. 180, there is no changes in the sign. So sign will be remaining same. Okay. Sine 180 minus 60 degree is sine 120 also root 3 by 2. So theta value 120. If you want to check whether it is correct, 120 value, if you want to check the value sine 120, is it true root 3 by 2? Let me check. Sine 120 can be written as sine 90 plus 30. Sine 90 plus 30. So sine 90 plus 30, which quadrant? Second quadrant. Second quadrant sine positive. So remaining, no changes in the sign. 90, since we have a 90, we have to change the co-ratio cos 330. Cos 30. So cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. So what is the value of sine 120? Also root 3 by 2. So theta value can be written as 120 degree. It is also satisfy the condition 0 to 360 degree. These two are in second quadrant. Next we can go for the third and fourth quadrant, because third and fourth quadrant sine value negative. So here also we have negative value. So using these two quadrants we are going to find out the theta values. Here in third quadrant, how can we take? Sine of 270 minus we have, 180 plus we have. I am not going to take a 270 plus. 270 plus, if you take 270 plus, it will change the ratio. So I am not going to take this 270 plus. I am going to take, sorry, 270 minus. I am going to take 180 plus. 180 plus, if you take 180 plus, it won't change the sign. So 180 plus 60 degree equal to sine 240 degree. So sine 240 degree value is 3 minus 2 by minus 3 by 2. So here theta value is minus root, sorry, it is 240 degree in third quadrant. So it is also satisfied this condition, 240 in between 0 to 360. Next, fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, I am going to take sine. Here fourth quadrant 270 plus and 360 minus. 270 plus I am not going to take. You know why we are not taking 270 plus? Because it will change the sign. We can take 360 minus. It won't be affect the ratio. So 360 minus 60 can be written as sine 300. So sine 300 value also minus root 3 by 2. So theta value is 300 degree, which is satisfy the given data. So what are the four values? Theta values, angles. Theta is equal to 60, theta is equal to 120, theta is equal to 240, theta is equal to 300. These are the four required values for the question number 5. So by this we are going to conclude today's class. We will see the remaining problems in the next class. Thank you.